Okay, as you guys can see, I have not replaced my headphones in years. I love these headphones and I will never give them up. I don't care if I have to put duct tape on them every day until they fall apart. But yes, so today what I want to talk about is something that I'm getting a little bit of feedback in these headphones, so I'm gonna just take them out real quick. Okay, so and I do have on a tube top. I am fully dressed, just so everybody knows. I'm clothed right here. So I really have to be honest about this whole thing that I'm getting into because I'm not a flashy person. I'm not the type of person that likes to be seen. I'm not the type of person that likes to get attention. I don't like putting my business out there, and I don't like um people in my face with my business. I guess it's the same concept, but I just feel like with everything that I have gone through in my life and in my testimony, I feel like it's my obligation to share certain things. I'm not going to get into the details of every single thing that I have gone through, and I will change the names of certain individuals for obvious reasons, obviously for their protection as well as myself. I have so many experiences that I have gone through to where I know that it's only by the grace of God that I'm talking to you guys right now. It's only by the grace of God that I'm here right now and I'm able to share my testimony. And there's, still things that God is building up and working on me with daily, you know what I'm saying, to try to heal me and restore me to where I need to be mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, and all of the above. So, without further ado, we're just going to get into it. I'm going to kind of give you guys like a little brief background about me. Um, I am a singer. I am a songwriter. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm a creator. So I'm just all around like an innovative person. My mind, it just works on a different frequency. I'm in my own realm. You know what I'm saying? I can't have any disturbances within my energy. So I've always been that type of person. That's just who I've always been. I've always sought God. I've always wanted to be more connected to God. I've always been a spiritual person. I was raised in the church. My family brought me up in the church. I was raised with values and beliefs that are irreplaceable. I was trained to treat people with respect, to treat people with dignity, to treat people with honor, to not lie, to not steal, to not just to do the right thing, to be a moral minded person, and that's just how I was raised from when I was a small child up until now. So that's the system that I live my life by. So, there's just been so many things that have happened to me. I grew up in Alabama until I was about 6 or 7 years old, and then I moved to Long Island, New York with my family. My parents were going through a lot at the time. Um, I don't want to tell too much of their own story because that's for them to share when they're comfortable, but they were going through a lot at the time. My mother had my sister, my older sister, she's my half sister, my younger brother, and myself. She was taking care of us, but she was working, and my dad was in medical school. So what ended up happening is, they ended up going through their situation and going their separate ways. My dad didn't get to finish medical school. My mom, she moved on, things like that. It was very, very tragic. And this was the second time that they had married because they had already been divorced once when I was a kid, and they got remarried. But so we went to Long Island, little country girl, coming to New York at 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, just getting adjusted to like people talking about the way I spoke, or just me being different, me not fitting in, me never really feeling like I belonged anywhere, me never feeling like there was people that I could connect to or people that I could relate to. It just felt different, like growing up as a kid, I was picked on up until around like probably I would say like the 5th grade. That's when it stopped. When I got into the 5th grade, it stopped, and then I kind of became just my own individual. I was quiet. But I was cool with everybody. Everybody liked me, but I wasn't the center of attention. I wasn't the it girl. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the life of the party. I was never the cheerleader. I was never the jock's girlfriend. Like, that just wasn't my story. So, like, I've always just been my own individual person, and people look at me and they're like, they see me and they're like, they expect something different than what they get. You know what I'm saying? And they're always pleasantly surprised, by the grace of God. I thank God for that aspect of who I am, because I don't look down on anybody. I've been the underdog my whole life. I still feel like I'm the underdog. So I don't condemn people for certain things, but when I do see character flaws in people and they're putting it up for the masses to swallow, that's when I have a problem with it, and that's when I take it personally. So if I'm seeing somebody that's in a position of leadership, that's in a position of influence over people on a large scale, and they're doing things that I know that they're only doing for money and for clout, it's my job, it's my obligation as somebody that says that I love humanity and loves God and wants to connect to my people to whistleblow, because I don't see how it's effective for us as people that are truth seekers or changers, you know what I'm saying, to keep our mouths closed when we see nonsense being shoved down our throats daily. Now, it's just hard, because you don't want to be like labeled, oh, she's the hypocrite, she's the one that feels like she's Miss Know-It-All, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. You don't want to be labeled as that person. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong, and that's why we have the moral systems that we have from God, because right is right and wrong is wrong. Obviously, if something's going to hurt you, you should prevent yourself from doing it, right? Right? It wouldn't make sense to do something if you know that it's going to backfire on you in the long run. So I'm here to enlighten my generation about decision making, because apparently this generation has a problem with decision making, and we need to restructure how we even think of clout, because clout to me should be a result of you doing something so amazing for humanity that you get that recognition from what you've contributed to society, not you making money from talking about stripping and hoes and you hustling and you doing. No, you're not doing anything for humanity. You talking about popping your what, and men eating it and giving you money for it. Come on, you serious right now? There's kids listening to you. There's children that are watching these videos that are like, oh, this is what I want to be. I want to look up to this girl. She's got 18,000 followers on Twitter, or she's got 500,000 followers. She's got 1 million followers on Instagram. Oh, she must be doing the right thing because people are listening to her. People are paying attention to her. People are focused on what she's doing. So she must have something valid to contribute to society, right? No. 9 times out of 10, the people that they're putting up on a pedestal to try to show you anything, 9 times out of 10, they're probably for your destruction, mentally and physically. The people that they put up on a pedestal are not for the salvation of your soul. They don't want to see you winning. They don't want to see you in heaven. They don't want to see you doing anything productive with your life but contributing to their success. They want your money. Point blank, period. You going out there and you buying their albums and you supporting their music and you supporting them, all they're doing is leading to your destruction and your moral demise and your moral decline. Your brain cells are literally breaking down by supporting these people that you're going out and supporting. These people worship the devil. These people do ceremonies and seances so that they can get awards and so that they can have album sales and so that they can be the #1 charting artist. This is really going on in the background, and people don't even understand that this is the reality of the world that we live in. They're doing stuff to each other in the industry. So one can get this or one can get that, or so that this one can get this one or this one can get that one. They're in competition with each other. And then people wonder why people can't break into the industry and there's only a monopoly with about 5 artists playing on the radio. I'm going to tell you why. Because they pay to be on the radio. It's called payola. They don't get on the radio for free. It could be anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 per spin just to make you listen to them so that you can go out and buy their CDs so that they can make that money back that they owe their labels. They're in debt. Your favorite celebrity probably has less money than you in their bank account. Your favorite celebrity is probably in the negative. Your favorite celebrity has rented jewelry, rented cars, and rented clothes and rented houses. And they flex like they got it like that when they don't have anything. And they're putting on a show for you and a facade for you, and they don't have it at all. Period. They talk down on independent artists like me. They talk about independent artists like me. They talk about the people that are really true to themselves, that really actually still love the Lord and still love themselves and care about their souls. I'm a threat to people like them. I make those type of people nervous because they don't know how to accept people that are just genuinely themselves, that don't have to put on a front and just have natural, genuine talent that's God-given, and I don't have to go and talk to a demon to go and get anything from them. I ask my Creator to give me the blessings that I have. And I don't have to summon anything to give me the success that I need. I go straight to my Creator and I pray in the name of Jesus, and God answers my prayers. Plain and simple. These people are Satanists. They're high level occultists. High level occultists. These people practice stuff that we wouldn't even understand. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people have literally tried to control the masses of the world. Physically, spiritually, financially, and all of the above. These people have used everything from food, okay, to the television shows that we watch, okay? They use every vessel possible to try to destroy you and take from you. You ever wonder why these countries are so poor? That's because their leaders are dark occultists, practicing dark magic on their own people for money, for fame, for fortune, for recognition, for global notoriety. They're doing all of this stuff for themselves, for selfish, self-seeking reasons. Not for the global good, not for humanity. They're doing this so that they can be able to say, oh, I got this, or I have this, or she doesn't have this, or I'm better than her. It's an envy system down here. This planet has been enveloped with envy. The devil is envy. He equals envy. If he had dominion of this planet, that means that we are enveloped in envy. That means that we literally have to climb out of the hole that envy has dug us into. We compete with each other when we don't even have to. We compete with ourselves every day. We need to focus on growth. We need to focus on connecting back to the Creator. We need to focus on elevating our bodies, elevating our minds, elevating our souls so that we can reconnect to that force that gives us life. If you disconnect from the source of life, then you'll connect to the source of death. You cannot exist without your Creator. And that's what I'm trying to help people understand. It's not so that he can control us. It's not so that he can do you do what I say. That's not the type of God that created us. That's not the type of God that I serve. The type of God that I serve is a loving, caring, gentle, merciful, gracious God that is worthy of all praise, honor, and glory, okay? The devil is the one that constricts us, restricts us, puts illusions in front of us to try to make us feel like things are real that really aren't even there. Little do we know, the people that we really think are people probably aren't even real people, because there's a lot of angels walking around in human form on this planet. A lot of people don't know that. There's a lot of angels walking around on this planet that are in human form. They look like us, they talk like us, but they're not humans. So be careful what you're doing out there to people, because you never know when you're going to run into an angel that's going to show you what time it is. That's going to put you back in line, because you're tampering with the universe. You're tampering with creation. You're tampering with God's energy. You're tampering with nature. Witchcraft is tampering with nature. It's tampering with the divine. That's what it is. So when you practice those types of things, and when you do those types of things, you're tampering with the Creator. You're tampering with his divine plan for his creation. You're out of line. You're out of pocket. justice will be served. Everyone has to take an account for their actions, myself included. There's things that I will be going through for the rest of my life because of what my haters have done to me. There are things that I have to deal with for the rest of my life because of what my haters have done to me. And I'm talking about people that don't even know me, that practice occult magic in the music industry so that they can stay successful and so that other people can stay down. They literally soul suck. They're literally vampires. Those are the real vampires. The witches and the warlocks in the Hollywood industry and in the music industry that are casting their spells over the masses to try to shadow us and put illusions over us so that they can get what? Our hard-earned what? That we can't even get anymore because of coronavirus, so nobody's working. So they want this. They just want to keep sucking it, but they don't want us to even be able to earn it. They don't even want us to be able to earn money. And what a lot of people don't know right now, there's a food shortage going on. We're going low on food right now. People are buying food out the stores and there's not enough to restock it. We're in a food shortage right now. People don't even get that. But that's for another video. Because we're going to talk about nutrition and all that other stuff in another video. I don't want to even get into all that right now because that's a whole different topic. With global hunger and things like that, that's a whole different topic we can get into. And that's another thing that makes me absolutely insanely festeringly mad is the fact that people can go around buying $500,000 vehicles, but we have pag in the Philippines. Does anybody know what pag is? Anybody want to look that up real quick? Can we look up pag in the dictionary on the internet real quick? Can somebody just type that in? I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to look up what pag is. Okay, so now that you've read what pag is there a reason why? And by no means, I'm not a communist. I'm not a socialist. I am a capitalist to the core. To the core. But one thing I don't understand is how somebody could have so much, and then there's people that have no running water, no clean water to drink, but there's somebody over there buying a $500,000 car. But there's a child over there that doesn't have any food. There's a pregnant woman over there that doesn't have access to health care and she's about to give birth. Ew. But this one over here is buying a $50,000 chain. There's people dying of cancer every day and children dying of cancer every day, but these millionaires and billionaires are investing in clothing companies and cosmetic lines. Alright guys, this is my first video. I have a headache now, so I'm signing out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The first of many. This is just the beginning, so stay tuned because I'm here for it. I want all the smoke, and I'm going to give all the smoke.